and welcome to my 18,000 subscriber Q&A answers video. So if you missed it, I uploaded a Q&A video about a week and a couple days ago, asking for questions from you guys to celebrate hitting 18K so I could do like a question and answer session. And I kind of held off on posting this for a little bit just because I was fluctuating between dropping below 18K and going back above it. But we're way above it now, and that's awesome. 18,000 people subscribed to me, which is incredible, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. And so I figured, might as well answer some of the questions you asked. So first things first, before I answer any of the questions, I actually have something really important to say for somebody who kind of been a little, I don't really know the word, not fulfilling my part of the bargain. There's a guy named Zisoda98. I don't know if you know who he is. He used to be part of the YOLO Bears, but he has his own channel now, Zisoda98. And he's the guy who did, who did my my whole background here, my swords. If you've seen me carrying these around, I know a bunch of people have asked how I got like the face in them. He made those for me around like December, and I told him that I would give him a shout out. And I got really distracted by things, kept forgetting, and kept like putting it off, and I just kept forgetting. And then not once did he like get mad and say, "Where's my shout out? I deserve a shout out for doing all this work." No, he just asked, "Am I still getting a shout out? You know, can you tell me when it's gonna be?" And not once, every time I forgot, did he yell at me. So I want to give a huge shout out to him. He did a great work with my my whole inventory background. You can't see it anymore because I'm in creative mode. But he did a great work with that and the swords. So please go check out his channel. It's Zisoda98. There will be a link in the description. So click on that. Go check out his channel. He does cool stuff, makes great texture packs. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out there so that I wouldn't forget anymore. So we can start some questions now. So I've got the video open on my other monitor, so I'm going to put the chat up so I can read it. And I haven't read all the questions yet. I read a few of them, but I haven't read them all. So I'm going to go through and... Oh, there's a good one. Okay, so Sam Weber, or Sam Weber, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. He asks, what was your first HG win like? My first HG win, that would have been back in like 2012, either 2012 late or early 2013. I can't really remember that, actually. I don't really remember like which game or like what happened in it. I'm pretty sure I was Stomper. I'm pretty sure it was just when Stomper came out. I started going Stomper, and that was like my favorite kid of all time because you could jump off of things and kill people. And that was pretty much the majority of my deaths were falling off of things or falling onto people and them killing me. So that was the greatest kid I could have thought of. But yeah, I don't really remember my actual first win. I just remember what I did afterwards, because at that point it was back when I was hanging out with GamePlayer HD, Liz, Tony, Andre, and Games Friend Exploding TNT. And the only one that had won so far out of our group was Exploding TNT, and he had a screenshot of it, him getting like a triple kill in the last, like a team of 3 versus him, killed them all, won, and I was like, oh my god, that's incredible. So I got the screenshot and I showed it, and they were like, oh, you got a Hunger Games win, oh my god. And so that was just really great, the feeling of actually winning for once. But yeah, I don't really remember exactly what the game was like. Just probably got like not very many kills back then, but yeah, hopefully that was a sufficient answer. Looks good. Okay, so K12A15 says, what happened to Smite? I'm not asking did you stop uploading it. I'm asking, did you stop playing Smite and switch over to League? I'm not really an old sub, but I've been subbed to you for a while, and I discovered that you used to play and upload it, and I don't know why you stopped. Did Smite become boring to you? Oh, and there's read more. Whoa, there's a lot more. Do you dislike the community, or do you just play Smite on rare occasions? Did you stop because you didn't like what Smite offered? Why did you stop playing? Okay, so I'm going to try to answer as many of those as I can. I don't exactly remember all of the ones that were in there, but basically Smite was really fun back in when I was playing it with Andre, but then Andre kind of went back to League, and when I started making videos on it, there was nobody that I was playing it with, and then I got Dinosaur Lord into it, but then there was like it was only me and him every single week, so I couldn't really like, I didn't have any differentiation between episodes, and yeah, so I just kind of gave up because it took a while to edit, and I didn't really have anybody to play with, and I didn't really go back to it. Well, I did go back to it like a couple months ago. I started playing it again really hardcore, but then as I said, I didn't have any friends that played it, and none of my friends wanted to play it because there was League. And so some of the people that I go to school with, they were like, oh, we're making League accounts, you want to join us? And I was like, okay, I tried this game a while ago and it wasn't very fun, but might as well give it a try. And so I tried League and I was like, you know what, this is basically like Smite, but there's people here that I can play with. So I don't know, I just kind of like League better than Smite. There's nothing against Smite, it's a great game. I like the perspective a lot better than League, but there's subtle differences, you know, and you kind of have to know what you want to play in order to do it. I still play Smite every once in a while, but just not as much as League. And as I said before, the videos stopped because well, they stopped when I stopped playing, obviously, but they stopped earlier than that because I was lazy. Sorry. Have you ever considered posting a Minecraft single-player survival series? I tried that a long time ago. I did when hardcore mode first came out. I did that, but I don't know. I've never been one that was into survival. Like even when I tried doing that multiplayer survival series on Momo's server, it's fun. It's fun to build a house and get the stuff to build the house. And then what do you do? Oops, sorry. And then what do you do? Because I don't really enjoy just mining. Mining is boring to me, and probably a lot of people, but a lot of people can kind of go through it and get the mining done. I don't know, survival is just not my thing. I like games, and I like PvP, and I like games that have PvP in them, but survival, where you actually have to like mine stuff and just do things, it's not my cup of tea. So for now, mini games, PvP, adventure maps, that's my thing. Benedict Butcher, oh, I didn't say who asked that first one. That was Nathaniel McCoy. Then Benedict Butcher asks, do you have a server? I do have a server. It's craftedpvp.com, but that's not going to be around for very much longer. And don't think of that as a bad thing, because Dippo and me and a bunch of other people that you probably know have something really great planned, and you've probably heard about it by now. I'm not going to say the name because it's still kind of secretive, but you've probably heard about it by now if you pay attention to our Twitters or anything. So yeah, Crafted PvP, probably not going to be around for much longer, but something so much better and so much greater is coming, so don't get discouraged by the fact that that's not going to be there anymore. Howard PvP says, will you answer this question? No. Oh wait, Mutant Chaos asks, when will you stream? That's an interesting thing, because I've tried streaming in the past. Can't really do it. My internet's very bad, as you've probably heard by now. I get like a 0.6, or I mean not 0.6, a 0.3 upload speed. At times it's 0.13, and what I'm actually looking into is getting a double bonded cable, which will double my upload speed, so I will have a 0.6, but so far it's doing the exact opposite of that, and it's halving it every time we plug it in, so I get a 0.9, or a 0.09, sorry. So we can't really plug that in until we figure out how to make it work. So if I get the double bonded cable hooked up properly, then I'll probably try to stream again, but for now, like every time I stream it's just like I walk like this and then I freeze, and I walk like this and I freeze, I walk like this and I freeze, and it's just not fun for viewers. It's only really fun for people that are participating, so I don't really like to do it. I mean, streaming's fun and all, but when it's lagging out, not so much. So yeah, to answer your question, I will stream when my internet is capable of doing it, which will either be in the near future or the very distant future, depending on whether the double bonded cable works. Yay. Panda HD asks, are you going to play with Liz again, and what happened to her? That kind of goes along with somebody else's question that said, I saw it earlier, that said, has Liz made contact with you since you stopped talking to her? No, the answer to that is no. I talked about this in my second vlog, but Liz just like removed me off Skype after we played Hunger Games for a little while, and I don't know what happened to her. I think she had a YouTube channel for a little while, but I don't remember what it was or if it's still up. So I don't know what happened to Liz, and probably not going to be playing with her again unless she contacts me first because I have no way to contact her. Lion PvP says, what's your favorite Hunger Games kit? And he says, say his name. So there you go, Lion PvP. So my favorite Hunger Games kit, back, as I said before, back when I first started, it was Stomper. Completely Stomper. That was like all I played. I think I played Barbarian like twice, and then I was just like Stomper for life. But nowadays, I don't know, I kind of rotate, depending on the mood that I'm in. Sometimes I'll still play Stomper if I just feel like kind of towering and screwing with people, but Kangaroo is probably the most versatile like chasing winning kit because it's incredibly overpowered the last time I checked. So that would probably be my go-to kit if I wanted to win. But my favorite kit was when Achilles came out for only beta testing, and nobody knew that wood swords killed it, so you had like nobody trying to use a wood sword on you. That was great. But probably now it'd be like Gladiator, just because you can 1v1 people. I mean, teams are probably the worst thing for me in Hunger Games. I hate it, which is very hypocritical of me considering I team all the time, but still, I mean, you hate it when it's done to you, you love it when you do it, am I right? So I don't know, Gladiator is probably my favorite kit right now because you can just 1v1 everybody in the team without having to deal with 4 people hitting you at once. Yeah. Randy's of MC PvP says, how do you click? The answer to that would be with my left finger. Are you ever going to do... Oh, Andrew is here. Are you ever going to do a room tour / setup video? I probably will in the future. Just like a setup video. I don't know about like a house tour, maybe a room tour, but the room that I'm in it's just kind of bland. It's just got a desk. It's not really exciting, but I might do a setup thing in the future. Right now my computer's pretty like, it's just like a store-bought one. It's not custom built or anything, so it would just be like, hey, yeah, I got this from the computer store. Yeah, but so it wouldn't be really like, yeah, this is my custom built GX14 with 70 gigs of graphics card memory, because as you can tell, I know nothing about computers. So yeah, I'll probably do a setup video if I get a better computer that would actually be interesting for me to show you, but for now, maybe not so much. Where do you live in Canada? I live in the southeast part of Canada, but the souther east part of Canada. Figure that one out. Haha. Can you do more vids with RS Bunny's app? Andre doesn't play Hunger Games anymore, as you've probably known, but he does play adventure maps, and I did diversity with him, which I still have to upload more of, and you will see more of that later. But I did diversity with him, and I'll probably be doing like other adventure maps with him or mini games. That was a terrible typing. And like mini games and stuff. But yeah, he won't be in Hunger Games videos, but he'll probably be in other things like that. And he plays League a lot, so probably League videos in the future if he wants to be. David Carvalho asks, do you like Pokemon? Yes, I do. When I was a kid, I had a Nintendo DS, and I had Pokemon Platinum, Diamond, Pearl, Soul Silver, Heart Gold, and Green. Or Ruby Red, or what was it, Leaf Green? Leaf Green, yeah. Leaf Green I didn't beat because it was so old, but Platinum, Diamond, Pearl, I beat all of those, and I like farmed Pokemon, and I had one of those, I forget what they're called, but they were like the cheat code things that you stick in your DS. It's got cheats on it, and you pick your game, and it activates the cheats for that game, and then you could just have unlimited Master Balls and stuff like that. But yeah, so I played Pokemon quite a bit, and I had like a lot of collector cards when I was a kid. Elias Leverett, I think it's Elias Leverett, it might be Elias Everett, 10, asks, who introduced you to Minecraft? Now that is a good question, and I will enjoy telling the story, I think. So, back in probably like grade 7, I didn't play like Minecraft at all. I don't think I gamed like at all in grade 7. It was just like maybe I played Age of Empires once. Age of Empires, great game, by the way. If you ever want to play like a real-time strategy or something like that, it's kind of old, but it's fun. And my one friend was playing Minecraft, and he was like, hey, I heard about this great game. It's called Minecraft. I'm playing it, and it's really fun. And I was like, well, what are you doing in it? And he's like, it's got blocks. You place blocks. You break blocks. You do all this stuff with blocks. I was like, that sounds really, really boring. So I didn't play it for a while there. And then, one day, when I was on Facebook, a different friend of mine shared Captain Sparkle's TNT Minecraft parody. You've probably seen it. If you haven't, I highly recommend you do so because it's really good. But he shared that, and I was like, this has the words Minecraft in the title, and it says song, so I'm gonna watch this and see what it's like. And it was really great. And I was like, oh my god, there's TNT in Minecraft. So I was like, I went over to my friend's house, the guy who told me about Minecraft originally, and he had this crazy roller coaster set up. It was back when they didn't have powered rails, and you had to set up minecarts using those like flip-flop things that pulled themselves along other minecarts. Those were weird. I never really figured those out. But he had a giant roller coaster. It went through the ocean, went like in mines, had like lava walls. It was crazy, and I was like, this game does not look boring. This looks incredibly fun. So I went home and I got it, and I started playing a survival world. And yeah, you'll probably remember I said earlier I don't play survival, but that was how I started. And I made a survival world, and I was like, this is really fun. So I think I want to do it. And I don't know if anybody asked this question, but I'll kind of transition this into a question that I wanted to say, which would be how you got into YouTube from Minecraft. I hope you don't mind if I just jump that right there. But how I got into YouTube from Minecraft was I watched the TNT video, and I was watching some other Captain Sparkles videos, and I was like, oh, he's playing this thing, it's called the Labyrinth of Doom. What's that? Oh, it's a crazy thing called an adventure map. That looks kind of fun. And look at all these people that are watching him and thinking that, like, they're watching him play games and thinking that that's cool. I've never seen that happen before. So I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play games for other people to watch because that sounds really fun. So I got a microphone and I started playing adventure maps, and then I started doing mod reviews, and I really enjoyed it because it was fun to talk to nobody in particular at that point, but it was still fun to do it, and I enjoyed putting things out there, and I still do. And yeah, that's kind of how I got into YouTube from Minecraft. So yeah. So I guess I kind of dodged the actual question, but in order to answer his actual question, who introduced you to Minecraft, you could either say Captain Sparkles, or you could say my friend that showed me it in the first place, because he introduced me to it technically, but I wasn't interested in it until I saw the Captain Sparkles video. Blue Guy I Read the Best Ever asks, what about LMSs? There's nothing going on with the LMSs. I uploaded a couple, and now I'm trying to upload the diversity stuff, and I have like no time because those require editing. So I'll record an LMS probably soon. I know I said that a lot about a lot of stuff, but yeah, I'll try to record that as soon as possible. It's coming up to March break, so I'll try to do a bunch of LMSs and fun stuff like that over March break. So yeah, I'll set alarms so I don't forget. Superman Film says there's been a lot of drama with MC PvP versus MineHQ lately. What do you think of this? I never really got into any of that. I mean, back when the Admiral Mason thing went on, I was at my cottage, and I came back, and everyone was like, big news! Massive Tunes got fired! Admiral and Monovox got banned! We're all leaving! Join us! And I was like, no. That doesn't really sound like a fun thing to do, because I enjoy it here, so why would I leave? And so I stayed during that, and I never really got into the drama, and then kind of when MineHQ was formed, I never played on it, and I don't have anything against them. I think, like, I mean, opening a server, what's wrong with that? Just because it's got Hunger Games, like tons of servers have Hunger Games. But so yeah, I don't really care for the drama between the two servers. I mean, I'm sure MineHG is going to be fun, just as MCPvP's HG is fun, and their kits and their main and all that stuff, or raid or whatever it's called now, probably going to be fun, so I don't really have anything against either of them. Oh, Mutant Chaos asks, I could not hear what you said in the video, so what are you using to do the face cam? I'll answer this for everybody because a lot of people have been asking me. There's a software called Debut Video Software, or Video Capture Software is what it's called, and they give you a free home license, so you can just record your webcam at home, and that's what I got, because I'm not a company or something, so I don't have to pay for like the licensing. So you can go get the free version. All you have to do is click record to device while you have your webcam plugged in, and it'll probably automatically find it. If not, you can just set it, and yeah, you just activate that at the same time you activate your recorder, and then edit it so it lines up. Basically it. Who is your inspiration on joining MCPvP? That's different than the Minecraft thing, so yeah, that'll be interesting to answer. The person that really got me into MCPvP was myself, really, who like got me into it. The person who introduced me to it would have been GamePlayer HD. I mean, I remember we were just, Andre, Liz, Tony, Game, and we were just sitting around talking in Skype, and then games like, hey, there's this really great server called MCPVP. They have a Hunger Games thing, so let's go try it. And we were like, all right, that sounds interesting. I don't really know what Hunger Games is in Minecraft right now. Is it like survival games? What's this? And so we joined, and we were like, what's this kit thing? Okay, I'll be barbarian. Oh, it gives me a sword. Kill people. Yeah, that's fun. And so we just played, and we made like a cave. We had like iron and stuff. We killed some people, and it was really fun to do. And so over the next couple weeks, Andre and I played a bit more. We played as a group a bit more, and then it was really me that just played a ton. Like when I first got into it, I played a ton, and that's what made me stick, because I was just enjoying it so much. So yeah, GamePlayer introduced me to it, but I stuck myself in it. Jacob Hunt says, can you get better staff on your server? There's a lot of hackers. So as I mentioned before, Crafted PvP is closing soon, so we're not really like hiring new staff and stuff right now. We're trying as best as we can to cope with the hackers, but we've removed, like, I don't even know if we're paying for the website anymore. I think Dippo might have turned the website off, but we're shutting it down gradually as the new server comes up, the new server which I will not speak the name of, but again, go check my Twitter, you'll probably find it somewhere. It's not exactly hidden, but yeah, so sorry about the hackers. The staff are trying as hard as they can, but there's really no like new hiring going on up until the new server is formed. And the new server, I assure you, will have lots of mods. There'll be tons of mods and tons of staff to help you out and do stuff. So just cross your fingers. Is that the right expression? No, probably not. Just hold your breath and wait it through, and I promise you'll really enjoy the new one. Tyrone says, do you live in Canada? And are you going to play MineHQ Hunger Games? I do indeed live in Canada, and I probably will try MineHG Hunger Games when it comes out. I don't know consistently whether I can say I'll like play and upload it. Depends on what I think of it, but I'll probably play it at least once just to see what it's like. How do you drop stacks of things and run away from Zoggy PvP? Well, I'll just quick thing for people that don't know. So say I have a stack of stuff like this, right? So if you're running, if you hold control, like normally, like let's say I'm running, I drop one at a time, right? If you hold control while you're running, drops the whole stack, just like that. So just hold down control as you're running, and you can also do the same thing in your inventory. If you hold down control and then hit Q, yeah, it drops it. So that's how. Just for anybody that didn't know, hopefully that helped. Would you ever think about doing game walkthroughs on other systems like Xbox or PS3? I don't have an Xbox or a PS3, and I really am not inclined to get one. I mean, if a great game came out on PS3 and everyone was raving about it and it wasn't available on PS3, I mean on PC or something, I'd probably save up and ask for that for Christmas or something like that, or ask for money for Christmas so I could save up towards it or whatever and get it. But until that point, I don't know if I really am interested in getting an Xbox or PS3. And to actually make the videos for it, there's like, I don't know, you have to get like a capture card or something. I'd have to research a lot into actually recording it because I don't know anything about recording like Xbox or PS3 files. Did you get your recording and editing software illegally, or did you pay for it? I actually paid for it because I'm a good guy. No, actually, I did pay for it, but not because I'm a good guy. I paid for Fraps just because that was when I was first starting out on YouTube, and I was like, what is pirating? Pirating, does that exist? I don't know. I'm going to pay for it. It was only 20 bucks. But my editing software, in case you didn't know, I use Adobe Premiere Elements 10. I got that for Christmas from my parents. It was a package that came with Photoshop Elements 2. Elements is basically just a stripped down version of the actual like Adobe Premiere and Adobe Photoshop, so it wasn't very expensive, and you can't do a lot of stuff with it, but for what I'm kind of doing, it's sufficing. I'm thinking of getting a new editing software, but having to teach myself like everything, like Sony Vegas, there's a lot of stuff you have to learn in that. Maybe I'll just get the full Adobe Premiere, but yeah, I did pay for my editing software. Unlike a lot of things. Mavkas asks, how did you become mod on HG? I'm not actually mod on HG. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've said this a lot, but just there's probably people that haven't seen those videos. So I'm YouTube rank mod, which basically means that I don't ban people or kick people or carry out punishments, but I have mods so that I can spectate like after I die, or do mini games after we win or something like that. So it's basically just mod for I don't know what the equivalent would be. Like, well, YouTube mod. It's just YouTube mod. You can't really compare it to anything else. So yeah, I'm not official mod. Like, I didn't go through trial phase or anything like that. I don't get to ban people. I don't get to kick people. I just have the ability to spectate and do mini games and stuff, which is pretty awesome. So, and oh yeah, and I guess if you really want to know, I got that because I'm a YouTuber. And so I said, can I do LMS? And they were like, oh yeah, sure. A lot of people have commented the face cam is too big. Can I make it smaller? Yeah, sure. Next time I do a face cam, I'll make it way smaller, because after watching the video, I was like, yeah, that's kind of big. How do you get so good at hotkeying? Practice. Practice, 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 practice. That's all I can say. Just go on kits, hotkey, and you'll get it eventually. And then you just add in a queue so you can quick drop, basically. I can't really do that perfectly yet, but yeah, you just add in a queue. Who is your least favorite MCPvP YouTuber? I don't really have a least favorite MCPvP YouTuber. I mean, anybody that does YouTube is typically a pretty nice guy, and if you talk to them, you tend to get along with them really well. I mean, they're pretty evenly spaced. I don't really hate anybody. Well, I don't really least favoritize anybody, so yeah, I enjoy all the people that do MCPvP YouTube. What's the most stupid thing you've ever done in Hunger Games? There's a lot of stupid things I've done in Hunger Games. Probably most prominently walking over traps, getting maged down because I thought that I was badass and I could get out of an ender mage trap or something, and then ending up dying, or running out of soup. And probably stupidest thing is every time I get into like a hotkey quick drop battle, when I always just like drop my soups and I'm like, nah, I don't need to refill. He's low. He's gonna die this next hit. If I stop to refill, I'll die. Turns out he had like 6 soups left in his hotbar and I just get killed. So probably that's one of the top things there. But yeah, there's a lot of stupid things that I've done in Hunger Games. KU Shram asks, what mouse and keyboard? I have a Razer Naga and I have a Razer Black Widow. I like Razer stuff. Why did you choose MCCrafter 100 as your IGN? That's an interesting question there. It started out, if you really watched my videos when I was way back, way back. I don't even remember if I was doing YouTube back then. I think I was. I just didn't have this account. But I had the account. It was Ritiniact. That's how you spelled it. And the reason for that was because when I was creating my actual Minecraft account, every single thing I put in was telling me was taken. And so you know those little reCAPTCHA codes underneath? Yeah, it was Ritiniact. So I made that my Minecraft name. And so I had that for a while. And then I made my Minecraft account based on my YouTube channel, because I was like, you know what? I need to have something better than Ritiniact, because nobody knows what the heck that means. So I was like, I'm gonna change the name of it. And so MCCrafter 100, I thought of like kind of play on words things, and it's more of like an auditory play on words, because I mean it just sounds cool. Like Minecraft is MC and then MC Crafter, so it just kind of sounds cool, and I thought it sounded cool. And then the 100 came from because MC Crafter was taken, so I was like, okay, I'll just make it a nice even number like MC Crafter 100, and then that stuck, and I made my new Minecraft account after that. How did you meet other YouTubers such as Suska Muska, Rizzo, Jack, all those people? There's interesting stories behind all of them. I don't know. I can just kind of briefly say how I met some of them. Rizzo I met because I was playing Hunger Games by myself, and I found this huge stream team, and they were going to kill me, and I was like, no, please, I'm big sub. And they were like, okay, here's the stream link. Go watch the stream, and you can team with us. And I was like, all right. So I started talking to Rizzo, and I'm pretty sure we got to the final 2 in the game, and then we fought, and he was like, yo, you're cool. Hit me up on Skype. And I was like, okay. And then we did videos and stuff. And then Gaze I heard of through Rizzo. Or no, Gaze I heard of because I was playing with Andre once, and we found him, and we were like, hey, we should team, and he was like, okay. So yeah. Then Schmocky, a lot of them I honestly met when MCPvP had their YouTuber tournament, like B-Ball, Schmocky, Zephyr, Dippo. I met all of them when MCPvP hosted that YouTuber tournament. We had like the big group chat and Skype for that, and then we really got talking. Stone Sworders also met through that. pretty sure I knew Reno beforehand, but I don't know if I ever actually like talked to him. So yeah, there's just different stories between all of you. You can't really classify like how did you meet everybody, because that would take way too long. Did you get First Try Fridays from Skate 3? No, I was thinking first try, and then I was like, what's alliteration for first? So it was Fridays, First Try Fridays, FTF. If you could change anything about Minecraft, what would it be and why? This was one of the questions that I saw beforehand, so I actually have I thought about this answer a lot. And one thing I would do is this has bugged me, because I used to do stuff with redstone a lot, okay? So it's always bugged me that if you have a repeater and you got your redstone going this way, right? You can't go like that and have it go through. Now, you gotta do like this weird nonsense where it goes like up like this over the other repeater, and you have like a bridge doing like that nonsense, and that takes up so much space. So one thing that I would want changed in Minecraft is, well, not changed but added, is add a block that if you place it like that, redstone flowing from this side will only output that side, redstone flowing from this side will only output that side. That's the only thing I want in Minecraft. That would make me so happy, because that thing looks obnoxious when you're making redstone stuff. So yeah, because I used to work with redstone a lot, so that just bugged me forever. And I tweeted Jeb about it once, and of course didn't get a response, because he's like tons of people tweeting at him. But yeah, that would be great. Just like a mix. Like you have one thing going that way, but not like a comparator where it's all like weird and three-way like that, but like it would have 4, right? Just like that. So that's one thing I want. So that's pretty much most of the questions on there. The ones that were kind of interesting and I had to ask. There was a lot of like joke ones, like those weird math things where you're like, oh, if there's like a ball here and a ball there, what's the mass of the sun? And those ones, I don't know, you just can't really answer those. So those are all like the kind of thought-provoking questions that I read. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Again, remember to go sub to Soda98 for making my swords and stuff. He's a really nice guy. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Probably going to be uploading some diversity this coming couple days. Yay!